Boomers versus technology. It's a tale as old as time. Whether it's your dad slamming the TV remote on the table just to get it to work, or your grandparents downloading a terabyte of viruses just to watch MeTV, this has been going on for as long as the internet has been around. Now, it's one thing for these people to learn how to use this technology, but it's another when an entire group, a collective of the most ignorant boomers of all time, get together and debate the CEO of TikTok. If you haven't heard somehow, yesterday the CEO of TikTok went up in front of Congress to answer some of the most hard-hitting questions I've ever heard.
Yes or no? I'll repeat the question. Do you have full responsibility over the algorithms used by TikTok to prioritize content to its users? Yes or no, please?
Yeah, well, it's my understanding that you probably don't know how to use your laptop. Huh? Do you? It's a simple yes or no question. All jokes aside, this is pretty horrifying that a group of people like this who are so out of touch when it comes to technology are in charge of making ginormous decisions that affect millions and millions of Americans. Do I think TikTok is the best app ever? No. I spend more time on that app than I do like being productive or like eating and like breathing and shit. But if TikTok was to get banned in the US, we are for sure not going about it the right way.
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the...
So if I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
It will have to access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Bro, this man actually just outed himself as the most untech savvy human being of all time. This man really just asked, does TikTok access the Wi-Fi? I'm not even joking when I say that there's probably a toddler somewhere in the world with a tablet covered in boogers and shit who could answer this question. Just wait till this guy learns that Facebook also accesses the Wi-Fi, because when that happens, he's gonna fucking lose it. I mean, where else can you share and spread your racist beliefs with your family and friends 24/7? Again, I don't love TikTok, but the CEO is one of the most patient human beings I have ever seen, dude. This was a 5-hour-long hearing, and from what I can tell, not a single person has asked a genuinely hard-hitting question. You can tell how long this is because this man is stacking up drinks. Look at this. This dude has 4 fucking bottles of water in front of him. He knew he was in this shit for the long run.
I can go back and read you the data and the Journal of American Medical Informatics. Your third party and your company are missing almost 1 out of 3 misinformed videos.
Wow, this man has a way with words. So you're telling your
Content disturbing, but we need to watch this.
Tip. You gotta kill yourself.
Oh, word? Like right now?
And then I'm gonna put a shotgun in my mouth and blow the brains out of the back of my head.
This is a cute story. My brother, who is addicted to painkillers, blew his head off on the State Street Bridge.
Bro, oh my God. Look, I get it's a very mature type of humor. It's very dark, but like, can we just not make jokes anymore? Is that now not allowed? Half of these clips are audios or videos from movies and TV shows, so why aren't they concerned about getting rid of those off of streaming services? Also, the fact that they just put X's tweets on here really shows how absurd this is. And if you didn't hear me correctly, I'll say it one more time. X's tweets. Like, if they're so concerned about these being spread on the internet, then go after Twitter. That's where these are originating from. That's where all this lives. I think that this user on Twitter described it perfectly. They think that Twitter is bad, but wait until I show them Twitter's hidden replies. Dude, for real. Sincerely, I checked hidden replies on one tweet once, and I have sincerely never been the same since, dude. There is like the most disgusting and just gross and deplorable shit under hidden tweets, and yet TikTok is the problem? Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
I want to talk specifically, can you tell me right now, can you say with 100% certainty that TikTok does not use the phone's camera to determine whether the content that elicits a pupil dilation should be amplified by the algorithm?
The only face data that you'll get, that we collect, is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face, we need to know where your eyes are.
Why do you need to know where the eyes are if you're not seeing if they're dilated?
Dude, even the CEO of TikTok is like, what on God's green earth are you talking about, my brother? This dude absolutely needs to stay away from his conspiracy theory Facebook groups and needs to spend more time, like, I don't know, outside. This man actually needs to explain to a grown man how TikTok filters work. I love this fucking country sometimes, dude. That is hilarious. And you can tell that that was supposed to be like some weird like, gotcha moment, you know? When in reality, it just continues to show how little these people know about this situation. And yet they're the ones who make all the big decisions.
Why do you need to know what the eyes are if you're not seeing if they're dilated?
And that data is stored on your local device and deleted after use if you use it for facial. Again, we do not collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, you find that hard to believe? Well, maybe if I spelt it out in like a bunch of voter fraud conspiracies, then maybe you would understand it a little bit better, man. The thing that's really pissed me off about this entire hearing was the fact that these old farts would not let this guy explain his reasonings to the questions being asked. This is a group of grown adults trying to ban his product from 150 million users in the United States, asking the dumbest questions of all time. And when it's finally time for him to answer, they rudely interrupt him or ignore what he says. At the end of the day, I don't really know what's gonna happen with TikTok, nor do I necessarily care. I'm sure another app will come along just to replace it, just like Vine. But it's just so embarrassing that this is what is being representative of our country. It just shows off to the rest of the world when it's time for the US to make these hard-hitting decisions, we go about it in the dumbest way possible. This is exactly what happened when the CEO of Google went up against Congress. They were asking the most ridiculous questions of all time, and honestly were just embarrassing themselves. And just like the CEO of TikTok, the CEO of Google answered all their questions beautifully, very well thought out, and they just would not give him the time of day. So at the end of the day, it's just like, what do you want from him, you know? All right, well, that's gonna do it for today. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good and sexy stuff. And I'll see you next time. Peace.